Love is what we want today. Gotta chase the hate away. Fire gonna hater. Jah is the creator. Love is what we want. Yeah. The world is short of love. So what I'm gonna do is bring back the love. Yeah. Bring back the love. I wanna bring back the love. Yeah. Love is what we want today. Love is what we need today. Every day. Bring back the love. The world needs a lot of love. Love is what we want today. Hate has to go away. Yeah. All I wanna see is peace and unity. I show respect to you, and you show respect to me. In love and harmony, I wanna live with everybody. We don't want no fight, no fuss, no fun, no violence around me. I'd like to see fathers taking care of their children. Love and protect them. Don't avoid and abuse them. They are the future. They need guidance and protection. They need someone to teach them and lead them in the right direction of love and harmony. That's what I'd like to see. We need more love today. We gotta chase the hate away. Yeah. Love and harmony. That's what I'd like to see. Love is what we need today. We gotta chase the hate away. When war a war, the whole place get tense. People are running all and jump over fence. Man I get shot in the face and head. Me I wonder if none of these things make sense. Living in peace is better when everyone that I see is my brother. Showing love to one another. Yeah, living forever. War is ugly and love is lovely. That is what my elder them tell me. And Jah knows a Rasta me believe me. I don't wanna see no more blood around. Come on everybody, let's dash for the war and let's go have some fun and live in love and harmony. That's what I want to see. We need more love today. We gotta chase the hate away. Love and harmony. That's what I'd love to see. I need more love today. Yeah. We got to chase. All right. Yes. Ooh. Chew up with the knife, we say chew up with the gun. Come on everyone, let's have some fun. Again, chew up with the neck, like we chew up with the gun. Come on everyone, let's have some fun. We're gonna dance from night until morning come. Now stop until we see the rise of the sun. Dash with the knife, we say we dash with the gun. Come on everybody, let us just live in love and harmony. That's what I'd love to see. I need more love today. Let's throw the Yeah man, this is Kazam Davis representing live and direct for the True Man Rise and Shine show live and direct on YouTube. And we come for the upliftment, truth and progress, teaching the people to uplift themselves in a positive vibes. So the man called Yannick, forward ever and backward never. So open your eyes and see. It's so crystal clear to we. Yeah. Yeah. Cause I'm representing. Once more. Yeah. When I will love you, open your eyes and see. The truth is a crystal clear. So So walk away from my negativity. When will we open our eyes and see? The truth is so crystal clear. Walk away from my negativity. If you keep out never just alone. If you want it all, lose it all. You just never wash it. That mean never the back to reach and start. In the year like snow up. Now where I see some stars disappear. You got to pay attention. Remember the tortoise and the deer. David Suka light with the slinging on the spear. So guess what is happening here? Pretending Mama Africa without any fear. When I will be to open our eyes and see. The truth is so crystal clear. Walk away from my negativity. When we'll open our eyes and see. The truth is so crystal clear. So why act like you just don't care? So many get you glamour, guitar, the goat. Humility and love, I tell you teachings about. We sit down and are watching wickedness, I want vote. We call it other sheep, just the shepherd that shout. I man go once a year, the king on his throne. Him seated in a Zion, the highest of all. No listen, I stay away from them clouds. The hail king of Jacob, I'm prouder. When will we open our eyes and see? The truth is so crystal clear. So walk away from my negativity. When will we open our eyes and see? The truth is so crystal clear. Walk away from negativity. Oh. Don't you get tricked by the glamour, the glitter, the gold. Stay positive, I tell you, open your eyes and stay in control. Yannick, you know you're the righteous one. Come to teach the people, I tell you got the righteous plan. Yeah. We come to sing for everyone. Yeah. When we open our eyes and see. The truth is so crystal clear. So walk away from negativity. When we open our eyes and see. Truth is so crystal clear. So walk away from negativity.
When will we open our eyes and see that we're greater than great? Hollywood! That's where we're going to be tonight. Byte Radio UK, but I have to fix my slideshow because I think it kind of stopped on me before. I made a new slideshow yesterday, but look, there's nothing there. So it's kind of weird. We'll fix that later. I'm back live and direct. Janik, your host, aka Truman himself. The only one, the original. Yeah, it's me. The original. There's only one. That's why it's very important to do your thing. Because you're an original, a unique vibration here. And if you don't let it out, nobody will but you. What did I mark today on my thing? Oh, what a circus out there. Stay focused. What a circus out there. And that's our job to, I think, anyway, that's our job. That's our duty to not be distracted, but most of us get distracted by nonsense. Because you are brought up into that nonsense also. This is what I was reflecting on yesterday. I was like, I don't know, there's often questions that pop in my head. Quality questions, and yeah, that's one of them. Why are we in such a circus? Like, because it's a real circus. Because what's happening in the circus is you have entertainment. You're entertained. So this is what's happening with our world. We are very, very entertained, and sometimes we have problem letting go of that entertainment, of that fantasy, of that distraction. And that's all that keep you away from doing your thing is the distraction. That's all that stopped me each and every day. What can stop me on my course and my projects is the distraction. Because once you work on projects and you put all your energy into it, like my dub plate and all that stuff, I push away the distraction. I don't need it. I want my project to come to life. That's why it's important to always have projects. I'm always in projects, whether it's a live show or something that I work on that is not, my. Yes, I'm often online, but the best of what I do and what makes me the person I am is not so much what I do here when I'm live and direct and what I say here live. It's what I do when I'm alone. That's what really shape my not only my character, but shape my it shapes a lot. It's gonna shape you too. What you do when you're alone is gonna shape you too, because very often we have those impulses when we're alone. It's easy to control your impulse when you're around people, when you're with people, because you're often in fear of what the other people think of you. But when you end up alone, dealing with your own conscience and stuff, that's why it's a must to be strong, because you can be absorbed by not only distraction, but temptation. The temptations are everywhere around us, everywhere. And that's one thing that I'm working on hardly these days, is to resist the temptation, the nonsense in the stores, the poison food, and the poison that I see. Also, the poison can come in form of food and can come also in form of a distraction. It can be very poisonous for our life. The poison, people seem to think that it's only in food. Poison is everywhere. It's going to poison your existence, and you're going to be for sure. Like, you have the choice at any moment. I have the choice myself at any moment, either to give in to distraction or to put energy towards a dream of life, which I intend to do each and every. Once you wake up, once you realize that life is worth living, I think that's what is waking up. Again, I'm trying to figure out what it is to wake up. I wake up each and every day when I get off my bed. I think it's more an activation of our conscience. It's a conscience activation. And it just gets more expanded and more expanded as the day goes on. Like, it's a new, like, I don't feel the same each and every day. I don't feel the same each and every day. I feel very different. I feel like I'm growing, because also I'm taking the step necessary to grow. If you stay stuck in place and you don't take necessary step to grow, to go outside your comfort zone, you're probably never going to experiment that great vibration that you can feel. We can all feel that that divine inspiration. That's what I feel. That's why I'm online and I'm doing all that stuff, is I feel very inspired. I am very inspired, for sure. But also to tap into the inspiration and all that stuff, it requires focus. Like I mark, stay focused. Stay focused is the best way to keep your vibes alive, is to stay focused on your project, on your goals, on what you want to bring to life here. And you can do it. I can do it. It's just a matter of I think it's a matter of motivation. For sure, I gotta stay motivated, because it's very easy to give up. It's easy to give up in our world. But if you give yourself the chance like I say, always have proper tools that you can lever, that you can pull to stay focused. That's what I have. I have my, like, okay, here we go. Yeah, I have all kinds of stuff that I keep alive just to stay focused, like a video on YouTube, live and direct, 7 o'clock every day. The plates, the music, the Truman production, all these stuff that I have created, the structure around, allows me to stay focused. Once I have a temptation to defocus or to put my focus somewhere else, the TV must be a bit more straight. I lift up the camera. It was a bit too low on the tripod before, so it was like seeing it like that. I think it's better like that. But yeah, if you let go of that focus, you can be very, very easy. Once you keep the focus, also the bad vibration, the negative vibration around won't affect you so much, because you're focused. But if you're unfocused, if you lose your focus, and that is, to me, going into distraction and destruction. Most of the time we are very, very much on self-destruction. It's okay to talk about distraction, but there's also destruction happening, and that's very, very potent inside of us. And the sabotage, the self-sabotage, is what also keeps us locked in place. The lack of awareness, lack of awareness is part of the self-sabotage that we do to ourselves. It's common sense to we all have a head, a brain, but I don't know, we don't all use it to not only to the maximum. I think we're using our brain capability, but probably not to the max extent. But just the part that would allow us to just feel more alive, even that we don't even use it. So we're completely disconnected from ourselves. That's what I realized. Because also you give in to fear and stuff like that. So, hold on. So yeah. So the moment you start also letting go of a fear of what people think of you, and you start being really, really... is that a fish there? No, it's a leaf. I thought it was a fish. Once you start, that's it, letting go of fear and what people... You start living free, and you want to feel that, okay, the ultimate freedom for me, I told you what it was. It's freedom in every facet of my life. Financial, personal, mental freedom. All this is part of freedom for me, and that's what I'm seeking. And that's the main motivation for... It's the same main motivation for all humankind. It's to be free. Isn't it what you want to experience in a lifetime? You want it to be free, feel free. We all want to feel free, right? Feel free to speak, feel free to act, feel free to say what we feel, but we're all like stuck up, shrinking, and we don't feel free with life. So feeling free is a great, is the main motivation. That's my main motivation, is feeling free. Look how level and flat that water is, yeah. Yeah, no, I know. That's why I took it. I said, yeah, it's very, very... I don't see no curve. There's no curve on the water. Show me the curve. The Earth's certainly not a ball. What it is, I don't know. But I think it's more like a flat plane. Like the water don't curve. So it has to be like on some kind of a... I don't know. It's very hard to figure out. But I think at the same time, it should be not too complicated, because life is not complicated. We make it complicated. So I think it's just common sense. It should be common sense. Water is... Can water be like... How do you want a water to hold, first of all, on the ball? It's nonsense. So it has to be common sense. But common sense is not common practice here. So for sure, we're going to think that water bend, that light bend, that waves bend, everything bent, just like by magic. But that's what we live in. We live in a world of fantasy, and people energize the fantasy. So that's it. But that's not my reality. My reality, I can use my two eyes now, and not only use my two eyes, because I think we all use our two eyes. But it's when you look at the picture and you use your eyes. Question also. But most of us are numb, and no question occur. Like you look at something, it's not because we don't look with our eyes. We look with our eyes, but there's no questioning occurring inside of us with what we look at. So that's what happened to me. Like I've looked at stuff all my life. I had my eyes open. But the way that I mean open your eyes to life is really to start questioning what you're looking at. But that I've never done. Never done it. I've been in trance all my life. And about bullies, what does one do? I can't believe grown adults still bully like school. Yeah. Give them maximum love. You want to push them away, the bullies and the bad minds and the drama and all that stuff. Send them maximum love. They can deal with love. With an overflow of love, they can deal with this. Send them maximum love. Red, always treat people as good as you are, not as bad as they are. That's my advice to you. And that's what I try to do in my life, is treat people as good as I am, not as bad as they are. And this way, you can, it's going to go away. It's going to dissipate. That's my opinion, but that's what I try to do, because we need to be being of compassion and stuff like that. So it's not by having just encouraging that behavior that, you fight unconsciousness, you will become unconscious. Simple. Huh? Very simple. That's how I see it. That's how I see this. Salut Mario. We create our reality. Salut Yannick. Salut Mario. Love the title. Yeah. What a circus out there, for sure, because that's what it is. It's a big circus. Anyway, that's how I see it. And not that I see my life in the circus. It's like I took my ticket. I took my ticket for the Circus of Babylon. Je l'ai déchiré, but I got out the circus, and I'm out the circus. You can all move out of the circus is a place. It's like, if I want to go to a circus, I have to go to purchase a ticket and go inside the circus. So we can all get out and see life. It's much more beautiful outside the illusion, outside, reality is much, much more empowering than fiction. Anyway, to me, it's all about reality, and that's what we're talking about here all the time. I'm going to get a gun, I think. Shoot, fucker, if it comes near. Yeah, shoot them with love. Shoot them with love. Go get a gun of love and shoot them with love. That's the best thing you can do. That's what I do. I don't fight unconsciousness, and that's what we do also on YouTube. We're fighting the unconsciousness of Babylon, and all this makes you unconscious. Yesterday, I was looking at a flat earth, a guy, it popped on the side on my thing, and it was a flat earth video, and the guy was going in the street. And the way I see it today, it's really different than when I was seeing it before. Like, you take you go take a sign, like people take signs, and they go outside in the street, and they write NASA lies. Again, like I was seeing it, I'm like, okay, you can go in the street with your board saying NASA lies, inform the whole world about what you know. But deep down, you probably live the lie yourself. So again, you look outside of yourself. We look outside of ourselves to point the lies. When we live the lie ourselves, and we do the propaganda of this old nonsense. That's how I see it more today. You might not agree with me. You don't have to. But that's how I see it. Like, it's very, very unconscious. Because, okay, NASA lies, but not only NASA, the whole world is a lie. So, when we're living the lie and propaganding the lie and doing the propaganda, especially if you do flat earth stuff, propaganda, like you're constantly into encouraging that vibe, which is just another CGI 2.0, if you ask me, and it's another defined reality. But people love definition. They love definition. They love fantasy. They love to have their life defined, to have the words is everything for them. There's got to be a name on everything. Everything's got to be named. Yesterday I was looking at stuff, and I'm like, there's names for everything. I cannot take out the name from my head. This is what I would like to really take the words out. But anyway, that's what I think people do. We're very lost in fantasy, and if we don't realize it ourselves, we're going to go like that in the streets and do propaganda for Babylon. And again, going in the street with a sign saying NASA lies is like doing a protest. It's like doing a protest altogether, admitting that they are our lords. Like, who the heck are these people? They're not governing my life anymore. They're not governing my thoughts. So if they don't govern your thoughts, they don't govern your life. Government is there just to control what you think. Military is there to control all of this is to control what you think. Because the moment you change what you think, you change your reality. So that's just to control what we think. Because they cannot control me physically. They cannot control us physically. One proofing need is curved water. That's it. That's all. Yeah, we feed the bad energy. That's it. One proofing need is curved water. Yeah. Needs to get put away. They are a threat to our peace. But the threat to our peace, I don't think anyone can threat to our peace. I don't think we have achieved peace altogether. We're still very much at war. But the peace that you have within yourself, nobody can touch this. If you're at peace, if you have peace of mind, no bullies, no bad mind, no drama can affect you. You know what I mean? So it's the peace of mind, your own peace of mind, because the peace in the world, the people have to stop the war. And peace is always a contract with war. So peace, yeah, but I want peace of mind. Peace of mind for me is also living free, is living to my true potential, feeding that fire within, and being true to that fire within me. That's very important. Very, very important. And not to feed the bad energy and this is only also feeding the bad energy. We're feeding Babylon. We're doing propaganda. We're very unconsciously, and that's why some people will not perceive it. Some people will, like, the truth is profound, yeah, but it's only very easy to realize also once you put the finger on definitions. Once you start taking out the definitions of reality and stuff, you start having a greater sense of who you are, where you are, and all that stuff. All that stuff comes back very, very, very normal inside you. It should be. No? It should not be something that we struggle to become ourselves. No? You should come out and be yourself. Like, we're programmed and not to be ourselves, not to think, not to condition to think. We're conditioned to think, but to think what they want us to think. So what the occult programming want us to think, because I don't think there's people coming at my door inducing me with, no, it's the programming, it's the effect of the environment around you, the people, what you grow up in. If you grow up in the forest with no computers, no teachers, no nonsense of Babylon, you don't have that reality in your head. A child born in nature is not a child born in Babylon. Pure nature, I'm talking. There's not too much of that anymore. But if you're born in outside of this nonsense, like, not talking like Babylon's pretty much everywhere, but I'm talking just take, for example, on a desert island, and you grow up on there and you never see the world the way it is. You don't have that. The vision that you have of yourself and the world that surrounds you is much greater than if you're raised and born in Babylon. You're raised and born in Babylon, you're going to have very low vibration. You're raised and born into a forest, into a desert island with no Babylon stuff around. You're going to feel very, very, you're going to feel very divine. You're going to feel in the paradise. You're going to, like, just imagine it. So it's just the Babylon nonsense that come and invade our minds and big cities. Yeah, the second Babylon, for sure. Salut, jeune homme, Mathieu Pouliot Robitaille. Yeah, we feed. Big cities are the second Babylon, for sure. It's what, people that live in cities also are very, very detached from nature. And that's the goal also, to put us all together. The plan of building cities is not existing from 200 years ago. It's been Babylon. Babylon was like that, put everybody together. So it's easier to control people than if they're all, in the rural area and stuff. And anyway, they barely see sunset, sunrise. Also, you're very detached from nature, and when you detach yourself. You break the connection with nature. You break the connection with yourself. That's what you do. That's what we do. We break the connection so much, and that connection is available at any time. You can reconnect if you want. Nobody's stopping you from reconnecting with your soul, with your heart, with your true self. Stop being fake, and fake, again, is not something that we think we are. I never thought I was fake, but it's the whole overlay that's fake. Everything that's below the overlay, Babylon, it's all fake. It's all fake news, fake stuff, fake people, fake food, fake school, fake this, fake. Everything is fake. Everything is fake, is there to program us into some kind of a mad reality, that we're all going to kill each other in the end. That's what we're doing. We're all killing each other in wars and nonsense. And it's so nonsense. When you think about it, it's so nonsense, because we all have so much love and good art. But no, we fall for the unconsciousness of the whole. Instead of taking control of our life, really bringing a stronger vibration, something that can really impact the world. And that's how you can impact the world, is with your mouth. You know the truth, let it come out from your mouth. You want to live, you feel that truth within yourself, let it come out from your mouth. Don't die with your song inside. You can be gone tomorrow. Think about it. Think about it. You can be gone at any time. And do you think the world will not adjust? Yes, you're here. This is your world. This is my world. I'm born. I don't like I'm born. I'm born. I have just been reborn. That's the thing. I'm born in Babylon. I'm born in this world. So it belongs to me. It belongs to you. We should not feel like this world doesn't belong and like we don't belong, or we're not here to have a great experience with life. We're here to have a magnificent experience, not to shrink. But we got to get in touch with this. Yeah. Focus on spreading love through shining the light, and hate will go away. Exact. But it's not by doing a constant propaganda for Babylon and constantly propaganding their nonsense that we're going to move out the nonsense. You know, that's what we do. We and especially with Flat Earth, it's so today I see it so clearly. I seen it a bit in the beginning, but not enough. Not enough. I fall for certain stuff. I fell for certain stuff like but I had to go through this also, like the book of Eric Dubé that I translated. There's 200 proof that I translated in French. I had to do it to see the occult technique in there, the occult stuff hidden in the book. But if I wouldn't have done each and every proof, pass at least 15 minutes on each and every proof and decorticate all the words to find a translation, I would have not seen the occult stuff in there, because most people read those 200 proofs. They never see the occult stuff. And it's full of occult. Full of occult. I can show you, I can take the book and show you one by one every proof where he puts occult stuff, like code. Like he codes his book. But I didn't see it at the beginning. I translated the whole thing. But today, I know why I do it. I know why I did it. It was to you have to go through the dark stuff in order to get to the light. If you don't know you're floating in the dark and stuff, you're never going to get to the light. So I've seen it at one point. And yeah. That's it. So especially when it comes to because we get excited with stuff like this, the Flat Earth and stuff. We get excited because we have nothing to excited in our life, nothing really exciting in our life. We're not living our dreams. We're not going after our wildest dreams and stuff. So we need to cover this with some kind of excitement that is either YouTube or any kind of nonsense distraction. Flat Earth is just another one. And that's it. Then we feel excited because, at least we don't live the truth, but we think we know it. So that's the excitement that it gives us to think that we live the truth because we know it. We know some kind of illusion, but the real truth, you live it. You live it. You don't go seek it in books and stuff. You live it. You express yourself, first of all. That's very important. You raise your voice and all this. That's very, very up. We go to heavenly levels. I'm living the dream, baby. Woo! That's what we need. I shall sing my songs when the coast is clear. The dangerous people need to be put away first, and love is the answer. No, don't entertain their wicked ways. Don't entertain their wicked ways. Stay on the side of the light. All we need to do is shine some light here. Shine some light, and it's very confused, and it's not so dark for me anymore. Look, it's full of light. It's a world full of light. Everything is growing. The trees are growing. Trees are on the sacred mission. The rivers are. This is on the sacred mission big time. Does it stop its flow? Does the river stop its flow from running? The stream? No, it never stopped. It's a sacred mission to accomplish this sacred mission. So we all have this sacred mission, but we are so detached from it, so detached from nature that we cannot even relate anymore to nature to put our work in motion also like nature does, patiently. And, we should work like nature, very patiently on our stuff, because it takes timing. It takes timing for the river to get to the ocean and all this, or the inverse. I don't know what's going on exactly, but one's feeding the other. I think that the river is probably the male and the ocean is the female. Like it's all Like, I don't know, they feed each other. Something like that. Yes, flat earth is another distraction. It's a great thing to know, but you got to let it go and stop focusing. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, yeah. We get back. Stop focusing. My focus is not really on flat earth, but I know some people focus are on flat earth for sure. It's it has the potential to make you see the bigger picture, but you gotta want to see. Like, it's not because it's totally false and it's a lie from no, but the closest, the biggest liar, the one closest to the truth. So for sure there is a like manipulation in there. It's a manipulation. It's not a motivation thing. It's not a motivation thing. You're not gonna feel very motivated looking through lies and deception. Like, it's a manipulation thing, and the manipulation and motivation, it's a very thin line. You know, motivation, you get people to move because you know that they want to do something that you want to get them to do something because they want to do it, and it's for a mutual benefit. That's what we do here. I benefit from this, you benefit from it. So it's a mutual advantage. But if we're constantly into manipulation, you just manipulate someone for your own advantage. And that's what is happening in the world. Do you really think the government is there to motivate us? No, it's there to manipulate us for their advantage. So, anyway, Babylon and the whole nonsense. We need to be thankful. We can see, walk, taste, touch, hear. So many blessings that should be thanking God for every day. Yeah, we should be giving thanks for life each and every day, but this is not common practice. We take life for granted. We take pretty much everything for granted on this plane until you wake up and realize that really life is worth living. It's worth living, and it's not only worth living, it's worth putting your work in motion and work on something. Don't just accept the default state. Like, it's so it's such it's a mental genocide that's happening. I told you, because we don't first of all, we don't energize, we don't cultivate, we don't nurture our great vibe that we can have. Like this thing that I'm doing here, it's an everyday thing. I have to nurture that vibe each and every day, and I know it's gonna be long. I know it's gonna be long. Hold on, I'm gonna blow my nose. I'll save you the. Désolé. I'm still a bit, my man cold. Getting better. Usually when I get sick like this, my vibration gets affected. I prefer to say my vibration gets affected. That's more what it is, because that's why health is wealth. Health is wealth, big time. I realize it when I get my vibration affected like that, and I'm a bit lower on energy, because if you're healthy, if you're not sick, if you have no vibration lowering stuff, but you're going to feel very capable of doing stuff. You're going to take your work in motion, and you're going to energize it also with your energy. So health is wealth. It's very important to remain healthy. Yeah, I'm a Gemini. Yeah. It's coming soon. 1st of June, but you won't see it on social media and stuff. I'm not. I'm not the type of guy to go wish happy birthday too much, and you're not gonna see it on Facebook and stuff. I'm not. I don't need that stuff. It's a day like all the others, and to me, it's earth strong, but like, I'm in the moment. So whatever happened in 1973, it's like a long time ago. A long time ago for me. I'm not too focused on that stuff. I've never been really energizing the calendar stuff. I don't want to energize the madness, I told you. So I'm not going to energize all the calendar stuff and the events that we remember, kind of mad events that we like. Most of it is just to remember nonsense each and every year, and to repeat the program. The calendar is the program. The calendar is the program, is part of it. So, I'm not going to fall, no, but it's coming soon, apparently. Yeah. Lots of words come from water, banks, currency, dock, and even shipping. Yeah, for sure. For sure. The law of the sea. But yeah, it's just I'm trying to find balance also. I'm not telling you, but I'm not too much into because I find it a bit fake, especially on social media, on Facebook. Like go back 10 years ago, I knew nothing about Facebook, about people's birthday on Facebook. Like it's things I don't think I should give energy or pay really give really much attention. It's like I don't know. To me, it's not necessary. I'm not into birthdays and stuff, but that's me. Nobody has to see things the way I see them. Do you still smoke herb or on? I still smoke the herb. Yeah. Me, you ask me, there's nothing like a joint for sure, but I try to prioritize the vaporizer a lot more because also it's more economic. I save a lot. You save a lot of your cannabis with the vaporizer. It's the best thing. The vape is wonderful. If I would not have known the joint thing and stuff over the years, I would probably only use the vape. It's fantastic. You taste the herb like that in this device. Here. That's the A-Riser Air. And that's wonderful. That's probably one of the best vaporizer out there because you fill it with very little of herb and you can puff on it for like 15 minutes. So it's much more economic than if you want to save, if you don't have much money and you're saving your herbs like I do, like I try to preserve it the maximum and get the maximum benefit from it for sure. You get a vape and you're going to save a lot. I'm telling you, it's the best. One of the best investment I've done in my life was that vape. It's a bit costly, maybe 200 and something, depending where you get it. You can get it online on MedRelief site for $200. I paid in the store like 300, but because I wanted it right now that day, I was a bit impulsive. But if I would have to do it again, I would go through a supplier or MedRelief or something like that. It's like $100 cheaper. Online, it's much cheaper. Maybe Amazon or stuff too. Yeah, but no, yeah. But the herb is not like I haven't even smoked this morning to come here. Sometimes I don't. It's not a priority in my mind all the time to smoke herb and less and less. I love smoking herb for sure. You ask me if I love it for sure. It's my number one thing to. It's my number one clutch. It's not alcohol. It's cannabis. It's my number one clutch. But it's not something really that I like. I'm not gonna stop myself from going somewhere because I have no weed or like. It's not gonna manage my life anymore. It used to. I used to have anxiety to get my weed and stuff, and not anymore because I don't know. It's just today I'm high on life more than high on cannabis and stuff. So I find a much greater power and benefit in being high on life than cannabis. Thinking you're high on cannabis. Cannabis for me is medicine, purely medicine, and I use it like that. And yeah, birthdays are part of life construct. Just to go the bay and walk down the greetings card aisle. That's it. It's just nonsense. I'm so out of this nonsense, and that's why I don't. My wife gets upset sometimes because there is stuff that I don't really like. Me, take example Saint Valentin or Valentine's Day or even Christmas or wedding anniversary. I'm not too much into this. Like I don't energize these stuff. Like the woman like to come back to this and pour some sugar on their heart with the Saint Valentin and stuff. But I don't know. It's not. But she knows now. She knows me. She knows I'm not the type of guy to it's Saint Valentin. I'm gonna go buy. And I don't buy cards. Very often. I'm a bit. Some people are gonna find it cold, but I prefer like take her out for a walk and stop at Tim Horton and buy her something or whatever she wants, a tea or each and every day bringing her back little things like I know what she likes and you bring her back something each and every day, a little present, a little, and your presence, my presence is much more than any present. But that's it. That I think is more than any cards or any wish that I can tell her, or like it's my presence. It's my also my integrity. Not to my presence. Also, it's not the presence of someone else inside me. It's me with my own presence, my own being, not me drunk or whatever it could be. You know, so it's very that also. I could be a drunk, and she could be living with a drunk, but she's not. So you know, it's much that I think yeah, it's all BS nonsense. But most people have problem letting go of because they love their Christmas, they love their Easter and all of the Ishtar and all the Babylonian stuff. We're brought up into this, so we have to realize also, like I had to go through this. Like I think it's important. You cannot realize walk towards the light if you don't go through some dark stuff. And I give thanks in my life for maybe the experience that was less vibrate and that vibrate a bit less, but it made me realize a lot of stuff. Like I've learned from the negative things. And who says that in one of his songs, Teacher D, I think. I've learned from all them negative things. For sure, you learn, and at one point you liberate yourself from the negativity. No? That's what's important. It's to liberate ourselves from that negativity. Wet and damp here today, here too. But we need the rain. Here too, it's raining, it's damp, it's like 8 or 10 degrees. So that heading south soon. But I love the also, like I was telling Kim the other day, we like now we're walking towards summer very soon. But I think it's I don't dislike winter and stuff like that because I do a lot during the winter. I do a lot of internal work. I read more. I'm more online than the summer. The summer for me is really it's an enjoyable vibe. It's time to go outside. It's time to go walk in the wood. It's time to do stuff outside in the summer. So I kind of enjoy the winter also because it allows me to do work inside of me, just like the trees. You know, I told you the trees goes in dormancy in winter to work internally. They work internally, just like the soil and the grass. Look, the grass is the same grass I have in front of my house, the same grain of grass that was there last year. During the winter, it was completely dormant, not dead, but dormant. And during the spring, it came brown. And now suddenly it's green. So, you know, so it's very, they do internal work and they come back to life during the summer. And I think that's what we should do. Very much be alive during the summer, do things, go out, go meet people, go. And during the winter, where you can travel less and the weather is less, sometimes, like when it's minus 25, I don't go walk my dog outside, stuff like that. But I think me, that's how I approach it. Winter, I love winter because, yeah, it allows me to. It's just the cold, the bitter cold, sometimes that can get to you. But, you know, you stay inside, warm in your house, and you're fine. Like, for sure, we need some kind of housing in the winter here in Canada because I would not stay outside for sure. So, no, but that's the way I approach it. Mostly, I try to see the positive in everything. I'm trying hard since I probably have a greater vision on life to be more positive, to see things more in a positive way instead of the negative way that I used to see them. Like, it's not because you see things very, very negative. Hold on, I'll lift up my chair. Now you should see me. It's not because I see things, used to see things negatively, but it's just the programming. The programming will not put positive thinking in your head. Like, that's what we need. We need more to be more positive and let go of negativity. And then our life will change. You change your thinking, you change your reality. It's just a thinking, and you got to start thinking to create something. We're creators. We're not victims. We're not victims here. We're not to be victimized and victimize ourselves and say that we're victim of a system and the world is a wild place and like, okay, yeah, acknowledge it. It's called life, and then move on. Do your thing. Do your thing. Don't let the world get you down. You know, you can be knocked down, but you don't have to be knocked out. You know, you can be knocked down. Don't be knocked out. Very important. Most of us get knocked out by life. And then it's hard to get up after when you're knocked out. You know, a boxer that is knocked out, they usually have very big problem getting up. Because very dizzy, very much, and that's what it is. That's what happened to us. We're knocked out by life. We're down on the floor. And we're very, very dizzy, very entranced, very hypnotized. And then we try to get up. And sometimes can be hard, so don't be knocked out. Okay, you're going to be knocked down a few times, maybe by the challenges of life, by what happened to you, by the circumstances and the challenges you have to face. But you can all go through this and surmonte les challenges. Là, tu peux, for sure, you have the potentiality to do that. And it's just more maybe focus, more positivity, more focus on the positive, to see positive happening. I think that's very important. I need to get a gun. Living alone with haters running about constitute protecting myself, and I will shoot, not to kill, to injure, so you can get away safely. What's going on, Red? Don't be no tuts. Don't be no tuts. I think it's important to become your thoughts at one point. Like if you imagine yourself like that's what it is. I think it's to become the fullest of the story is to put your thoughts and really what you think. Like if I think of me becoming an inspirational speaker, motivational speaker, like I want to bring that thought to reality. And that's a world of thoughts. That's the house in front of me has been built come from thoughts, probably the trees, the grain of grass, but that who thought it? I can tell you, maybe us. Maybe us at the beginning, who knows? But I don't know. It's all this is very when it comes to creation, I don't know. It's not a subject that I'm very comfortable talking about it, but it's not something I can really yeah, I have experienced it, but to a certain limit because I've created stuff, but I haven't created a tree yet. Like, I haven't created a river. So I have not experienced the creation at that level. So I have experiencing creating Motivation Academy, the plates and stuff, but I haven't created any trees, any river yet, or rainbows or stuff. It could be. Maybe we're really creators at that level. But I don't know why. And I don't want to give credit like to a higher being on a cloud, big bottom, and or big bun fam on a cloud. And I don't know about this. I've never seen it. All I've seen is human, is people like me here on Earth. Like so, it's the Earth has to be as old as we are, or maybe it was here before. I don't know, but we gotta be like you're not. I don't think you're very different from the original man, and I'm not very different from the original man that came on Earth. I think we're all a lineage of the original man, and the original man, I don't know, it's very, anyway, it gets confusing, that stuff. You are a true, why you say that, Red, that I'm a true Gemini? What tells you that I'm a true Gemini, exactly? Why you say that? I'm just curious. Because you say that often, you're a true Gemini. I don't know, it's, again, I think certain person here can relate to maybe the like the Gemini and not the construct around it, but the definitions around it. Like probably listen, I'm not denying astrology completely, but I think I am who I am. I am the way I am. It's not because maybe the astrology has something to do the way the time I'm born. All this maybe. Listen, everything is so. I'm not rejecting anything. I'm not rejecting anything. I'm not against anything. I'm not. but I don't want to energize something also that I have no really clue about where it comes from, or so that's why astrology is not something I talk about so much, because it's not something I can sense really. I can see the stars, but I cannot see all the stuff that they say that I should see, all the constellation. Like most of the time it's cloudy anyway, so I can't even see the sky. Most of the time it's very cloudy here, and if you see the sky in the daytime or at nighttime, clear, like blue sky at night, it's not blue because there's no light, but it's the same sky. I don't know. Go outside, enjoy it, because it doesn't happen often, especially here. It's very cloudy often. So, but yeah, that's it. Anyway, that's all my it's all my reasoning. I don't know. I think it's worth to reason with life. I don't know. I'm not here in a way to stay passive and anymore. And even if I come here, I don't have too much to. I don't think I'll never have too much to say. I think there's a lot to say. There's a lot we can reason with. There's each and every day is a new beginning for me. Is a new rebirth. Is a new way, a new chance to make it happen. Also, and I want to remain that way. Remain very alive. We are creators, not victims. From a song that we know, yeah, I'll play it tonight. I'll play it tonight on Byte Radio. Tonight, I'm going to be live and direct on Byte Radio. Don't miss it. Make it a day. Don't be late. 6 p.m. Montreal. 6 p.m. Montreal, I'll be live and direct on Byte Radio, as always. And it's such a great radio, okay? I'm not saying that because I'm there DJing music, but the people are great. Bud is great, the boss from the radio station, Bud, Vixta. It's a great couple, and they do that out of love, and it's a really great place to chat also with great people. Like I enjoy the chat also with you guys, and all the stuff that is around Byte Radio. It's a great place, and there's all kinds of music, not only reggae music. They have auto DJ, and they play all kinds of music. And I have 2 reggae shows there, for sure. The Friday and Sunday is mostly reggae. But Wednesday, I'm gonna even have more stuff for you. Everything but reggae on the Wednesday. But I'm preparing some amazing tune. I have to go through my collection and sort it out. But I have a lot of great tunes, and I have some ancient Chinese music. I have some Arabic music I was playing the other night. I love those beats. I love any kind of music, as long as it makes me feel good. As long as the vibe is great. Even like Arabic, I don't understand the words that they say in there, but I love the beat, and I love the accent. I love I kind of can comprehend a little bit, but not much, because it's Arabic. But to me, music is universal, we should say. Multiversal. Yeah, music is brings good feeling inside us. It makes me feel good anyway. I love music, so I promote what I love. And on Byte Radio, we promote love, for sure. The #1 radio station in the world, Byte Radio UK, with your host Truman. Yeah. No, we're going to be there tonight, 6 p.m. Until then, have a beautiful and uplifting and wonderful day. It's rainy a bit here in my part of the world. I think it's going to be rainy all day, but it's okay. I'll do I have some stuff to prepare for Byte Radio and stuff. And some other, I want to fix my slideshow. So I'll fix that, and I'll be there tonight, live and direct. I used to read horoscope till one day I said stop. Yeah, horoscope. Me too. I used to do it, but all this is to feed your mind with I don't know. All we need is ourselves. All we need to wake up, to really wake up. You need to look at yourself in the mirror and start asking questions. Question things objectively. Question what's around you. Question your surrounding. Question what what you've learned in your life, all this, and then you will wake up. You will realize that it's all lies and deception. And you wake up from the nightmare, and suddenly you start walking towards the dream of life and building your dream and building a new life, a new vibe, and you feel much, much better as the day goes on. And that's an everyday thing. I can't tell you today that I have attained everything in vibration that I want to get. I'm walking towards. I'm leaving Babylon. I'm leaving Babylon. So if you leave Babylon, you will feel a lot much better each and every day. You will bring a higher vibe within yourself. That's what I'm doing, because I decided to leave the nonsense and to walk more into the sense, the stuff I can sense, the stuff I can see, taste, smell, hear, touch. That is sense to me. But the nonsense, I don't need that in my life. I don't need stupid nonsense that doesn't gives me a good feeling with life. Today, I just want to consume good feelings. Good. I want to feel good with life. I don't want to feel depressed. I don't want to feel anxious. I want to be in the moment and feel good without worries, without nonsense in my head, and just appreciate life for the moment, for what it is, for the glory that I have around me, for all the beauty and the great people that I can connect with, that we can, transform our life together. And at one point, it's going to blow out for sure into something magnificent. That's what we want. Life is simple. Just be. We are beings. That's it. But just that is just be. People do more than they be. Like they aim to do more than being. We are human doings more than human beings. But I think being a human being, for like PT was saying in the reasoning, to become a human being is something else. We're not all human beings. Like, to be a human being, to me, a being, for me, it's not. It's, first of all, you let go of. I look down there because my computer is there. I have the habit to look there. I should look there. The camera is there. But yeah, I'll get to that. I'm still not used to looking inside the camera, like looking at you inside the camera. I'm still not used to that. I have to get to this. That's one thing I have to work on. It's to look in the camera. And I know it. Very often I look down, or like I have to look in the. It's like I'm looking at you in the eye. If I look at the camera, it's like I'm looking at you in the eye. So that's what I got to work on. But I'll get there. It's not something that is natural for me to looking in a camera. I'm not born with a camera in the face, so I have to get there. Yeah. So, large up, family, and I'll be back later on. Until then, rise and shine, do your best, don't stress, forget the rest. Live your dreams, live your big story. Go bigger or go home. Yeah, go home. Truman, no joke. Live and direct today, 6 p.m. Don't forget, if I live on an island with a bunch of monkeys, I'm going to know what sign I am. Exactly. It's just so nonsense. It's this stuff you can't sense also, astrology and all this. Like, it's a definition after definition after definition. You pass your whole life inside definitions. That's what you want to experience. Your whole life be defined by definitions. I don't want to even know the colors. I don't want to even put the word. Like I told you all the time, if you can't perceive that it's a lie, me telling you that the wall is blue, you're going to be stuck in a fantasy all your life. All your life. If you cannot perceive that simple lie that I'm telling you the wall is blue is a lie, forget about it. I don't know if I can help you. If you cannot seize that one, and that's the most easy to make sense of everything. This is a lie that it's blue. Okay, that should spark something. What else is a lie? What else is defined to me? That's what it did to me one day. And thanks to Arthur for that, because yeah, when Arthur came on the Truman Show, I really seized the definition thing, but yeah, it's after reasoning that after using my capability of reasoning with other people if I live on an island that's it. Love in the now, it is forever now. We are spirits having a human experience. We are not of this evil world. This is Lucifer. But we are of this world. I am from this world. But I don't know. I don't want to energize the madness of this world anymore. And I think this world can experience more love. This world can experience more connection, more sharing, more caring. And that's what I want to become. A human being of sharing, caring, loving, be more kind. All of those feeling inside me, allowing me to connect deeper also with the world. You connect on a deeper level. If you're true to yourself, you're true to the fire inside yourself, and you start connecting with the world, you will connect with a lot of people, because that's what we need. We don't need fakeness. We don't need fakeness anymore. We need to be real and keep it real. Yeah, so chill out. Didn't mean to. Oh, no, you don't upset. Jeez, Louise. Jeez, Louise. No, you don't upset me. No, don't worry. I love your comment. Always did. I love Red. You always spark great stuff in my head, and it's just my opinion. I respect yours, and we reason together. No, I'm never. I don't take things personal. First of all, I don't take things personal here, and I appreciate love your presence and that. So, no, I'm very. We are who we are. We're all Geminis, my friend. It's all okay. Relax. Oh, I'm very relaxed. I'm very relaxed. I'm never really. That's the way I am, Red. That's the way I am. I'm always. I don't know. That's it. I gotta blow my nose. I gotta go now. So I'll be back. That's it on the Byte Radio. If not, tomorrow, 7 a.m. here, same time. Yeah. He's out. Tubing out. Officially tubing out. See ya.